I do feel lit. Feeling lit right now.
Yeah, Cameo.
Yeah.
Aren't you always lit when we do the show?
I stay lit, son.
You can see by my face, I got lit this weekend by the sun.
Yeah,
I look good though. I got a little more of a tan, but
that's right. You don't look much of like a colonizer anymore.
I don't know. We might have to talk about that. You keep calling me that. I of course am Brad Reed, the half a colonizer next to me, just the colon.
Oh yeah,
is Cameo.
Well, I'm glad you said that and not the nizer part.
Yeah. Well, that could get tricky.
Exactly.
Yeah. And of course, off camera, Forrest Francis, who you might see him during the show. There he is.
Hey!
Up in the corner.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, that was like
real quick.
That was kind of creepy.
Hi, Forrest. Bye, Forrest.
Yeah, right.
So if you're watching along, if you're listening, you should join in the fun and come to our Facebook page when we get to do all these live in front of everybody, all of our friends, everybody. Cameo, I don't know. Did we ever decide, is this going to be a every Tuesday thing or Monday?
You know,
or maybe it just might kind of have to be like Monday or Tuesday. Just expect that there will be a show every week, maybe something like that.
Just expect to be a show every week.
It's the issue, of course, Cameo, Forrest, we're all involved with broadcasting, and, your schedule's never the same.
That's right.
That's the thing.
That's
so
right.
we always try to endeavor to do it early in the week, though, so that you get all the breaking news first or second, depending on, where we got the news from.
Right.
All right. Well, I think it's about time to get into it because we got a huge nerd update this week. I'm pretty excited about everything that's gone down. And one of the things about it is that, like we do the show on, like, Monday or Tuesday, right? Mm-hmm. Then everything comes out like on Wednesday or Thursday or Friday, and it's like, I can't wait to get back and do the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, so for the nerd update, we'll start. We've got Jared Leto.
Ooh.
He has been named as, not named as the Joker, but he's been given his own Joker movie. It's going to be a standalone movie.
Okay.
Which is surprising a little bit because Suicide Squad wasn't touted for, like, his performance as the Joker.
Yeah.
A lot of people were kind of left wanting more. I don't necessarily think that it was Jared Leto's fault, though, because I feel like, we all know all the problems that movie had, where David Ayer, he, had the movie done, and then they were like, hey, the people that did the trailer did such a great job of editing the trailer, let's let them edit the movie.
Yeah.
And so I don't know, how much the Joker that we were supposed to see actually got onto the movie.
Yeah.
So I don't know, everybody.
I heard Leto didn't even know that those scenes that he did film weren't in the movie.
Right.
Until he saw the finished project, he was like, "What?"
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. People talk. There could be like a whole movie out there, just kind of based off of his stuff. I'd like to see I don't think we ever got like the super duper cut, did we?
No, I don't think so.
David Ayer, make it happen.
Yeah,
make your movie.
Supposedly, I'm just now reading that Joaquin Phoenix.
That's what I was kind of curious about. There was the movie. We heard that Scorsese might be involved with a Joker standalone movie. Leonardo DiCaprio, although I didn't think Leo was supposed to be Joker, but Joaquin, I think, was.
Yeah.
And here's okay, this ties into why I think we're getting a Jared Leto Joker movie. I think he heard all this stuff, like, they're making a movie with Joaquin Phoenix and all that. What about me? I'm the current Joker.
Right.
There's going to be another Suicide Squad movie, so we're going to see him in that.
Yeah.
So I think he probably went to him and said, you know what? You either give me mines.
Exactly.
Or I'm out.
Exactly. Hey,
Get Joaquin Phoenix to do it.
Right.
Yeah. I would do it too.
I mean,
that'd
be funny. They'd be like, okay.
Yeah, peace. That's kind of what we were hoping.
Yeah.
But no, because they gave him the movie. So
yeah.
I would like to see what he's going to do. Like I said, they don't have a director yet. They don't have a script, I'm sure. This is all just pretty new. as far as getting announced. But what do you think? Do you want to see another Jared Leto Joker movie? Because I think I want to give him another chance.
You know, I don't care. I mean, I'll probably go see it regardless.
Right.
I spent money on the Fantastic Four movie, the one with Miles Teller, and
sure.
So I'll probably go see it anyways.
Yeah, that's true.
Even when I was, warned, do not watch Fantastic Four. It's horrible. I bought it anyways. I want to see it. I want to see what happens.
Absolutely.
I want to see why it was so bad.
Yeah.
So I'll probably do the same thing with Jared Leto Joker movie.
I think because I've seen a lot of movies where Jared Leto, he did a great job. Of course, he's a beautiful man. Yeah, the handsome hunka.
There we go.
But it's just one of those things that I feel like he could get a chance to do a better job, and that would be redeeming for him.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see that. A lot of people didn't even like the kind of the gangster Joker, but there's been in the comics. There's been several different Jokers,
and in the movies too.
At least 3, right? Well, and that kind of what they were saying. I think it was in the Rebirth when it came out, was that there's been 3 completely different Joker people that took the mantle as Joker.
Yeah.
So getting a gangster Joker is fine by me. Yeah. It's a different guy who decided to be the Joker. Or, I mean, you could kind of make the thought that, okay, say this is the character of the Joker that was, in everything. Mm-hmm. No change as far as the person of the Joker. I mean, you could make the case that Batman's probably busted his teeth out. That's why he's got the metal teeth.
Yeah.
And then after a while, I mean, as everybody gets older, you kind of go from I just want to make something happen in the world.
Yeah.
To pay me.
Right.
And now that's where the Joker is. Like, he's like, I'm a gangster now.
But doesn't Joker look like those kids when they're like younger and they have the silver teeth? Like they're the bad kids.
Yeah,
they're always the bad kids that have those silver teeth.
Well,
doesn't he look like that?
They didn't get the best dental care.
That is also true. Did you have those
growing up, methy?
Yeah.
No, I had. Look at my teeth. I mean,
kids doing meth at that age.
I mean, their parents are.
I mean, puff, pass.
Pass.
Oh.
No, we're not down for that. But
no, don't do meth.
I am curious though. For the people that are watching, let us know what you think about Jared Leto as the Joker.
Did you like it?
Yeah. Did you like him the first time? And how do you feel about giving him another chance? We want to know. All right. It's time to talk about. Back to the Future. Oh, my God. Okay, so the picture you see on the screen is one that I believe was maybe was taken at like a Fan Expo Dallas because they all were there. I know for that, which we didn't get to go to.
No. Maybe next year.
And so something came out on Twitter and I think on Facebook, and it was like probably a Michael J. Well, I know the Facebook was a Michael J. Fox fake account. But they got us all. They got us all because it was talking about how they're going to make a Back to the Future 4, and of course everybody wants that.
Oh, dude, I would love that.
Yeah. So everybody started, even we shared it, and I went and looked at it again, and on the page, people were like, "This isn't even a real Michael J. Fox page," and whoever was posting was like, "Well, if you're not going to believe me that this is my page and this is real, I'm not going to make the movie." I was like, "Yeah, that's how millions of dollars are budgeted for movies. That they decided on whether or not you believe their Facebook page is for real."
Right, and you have that much clout in decide on what movie is going to be made or not.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure Michael J. Fox at any time, if they were like, "You want to make Back to the Future 4?" he'd be like, "Yes, I'm in."
Yeah.
So I know Christopher Lloyd, he probably needs the work.
Right.
He finally, I mean, he's always looked old since we were young, but that picture,
he looks the same.
Yeah. Just a little bit in the neck, though. He's looking old.
What if they made a Teen Wolf remake?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I would love that.
But with Michael J. Fox?
Yes. like it would be like I don't know, the Teen Cub.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, that's why I kind of thought that this was for real, was because of that picture. They're all maybe, when we saw John Cusack, for instance, we were kind of like, why is John Cusack at the thing? Now, Back to the Future makes more sense, right. But I remember he was there doing a deal at Fan Expo because he was promoting a movie, Cell. It was the Stephen King. Yeah. And so we were like, oh, okay. So I thought, well, maybe they're out on the circuit trying to, let everybody know Back to the Future 4 is coming. But it sounds more like that was all a hoax. I would like to say, though, I would love to see Back to the Future 4. And here's how I think they should do it. Because, obviously, Christopher Lloyd is old as dirt.
Right. Right.
No offense, Christopher Lloyd. But he's getting old. Michael J. Fox, his health hasn't, it isn't as good as it used to be. He's got, is it Lou Gehrig's? Or Parkinson's?
Who? Parkinson's.
Yeah, Parkinson's. My bad. And he's got Parkinson's. So, it might have to be a thing, but I think they all should be in it. Mm-hmm. Where it's like Michael J. Fox's son or something, or the character. And not the one that he played.
Yeah.
The idiot.
Yeah.
But, find a guy that could play. Because, he did change that time. So that stuff didn't happen. But find a guy who could play his son. And then they kind of like pass off the DeLorean and everything to him.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
That'd
time
be cool.
travel. And then that way, it's not just two old guys in the movie.
Yeah.
And we could maybe get a couple more.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I know everybody is probably sitting there thinking, don't mess up Back to the Future.
Right.
But we're getting more Star Wars movies.
But can you really mess up a Back to the Future movie, though?
I would have said that about Ghostbusters possibly. And that one even, to me, wasn't a bad movie. I didn't know why everybody hated it. But I would have liked a little more fidelity to the old movies.
You know what I would like to see in the Back to the Future 4 movie?
Yeah.
Is that when they went back really Back to the Future. It was back in time. He accidentally did something that he totally forgot that they didn't show in the movie.
Yes.
And it messed up. And like his kid, whether it be, if they want to, do a female lead or a male lead, let's switch that all up. You know, Dad, you messed this up. Now we got to go back and fix it.
Right. Yeah. Something that, was very overlooked.
Right.
It didn't change like the future so much as some of the other stuff that they did, but enough that
it's kind of like in like Flashpoint. Like, okay, so let's say that, he did something and he had a girl or a boy, but whatever it was that they messed up, he ended up having a girl at the very end.
Right.
So that's what I would like to see. That'd be kind of cool. Just like a little smidge difference.
I would like to see that. What if he just went back and changed?
What if he accidentally kissed his mom? What would that happen?
I mean, like, kissed her.
Well, I mean, she was trying to kiss him at the dance, so.
I don't
Spoiler
think,
alert.
Either way, he knew that was her mom, so that should never happen.
Well, obviously, yeah.
I would never allow that to happen.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah. Or, well, I don't know. I'm trying to think because they have done a whole lot of things in the movies, and they even went back to the West, which sounds terrible, but it actually was a decent enough
it was
movie.
pretty decent, yeah.
So, I mean, I think any of those scenarios would work, but I definitely think we have to don't reboot the movie necessarily.
No, don't reboot it. No, not at all.
But pass the torch possibly.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
Which what they should have did with the Ghostbusters movie.
Absolutely.
Because I remember us talking about that.
Yeah, because one of them was the uncle.
Yeah.
But they should have made the Ghostbusters like, them saying, hey, we need a new crew because we're
old.
Yeah, we're old. And one of us is dead. All right, our last item for the nerd update, which a lot of people love Game of Thrones. And funny enough, I mean, wasn't it me that was telling you gotta watch Game of Thrones? And I think wasn't I the first of us to watch it?
Yeah.
And now you're a big fan. Mm-hmm. It's a great show. But next season is the last season, so everybody's bummed about that.
Yeah.
I believe that the next season comes out next year, which is also like
I know. But they wanted to focus on Westworld, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why they did it.
Westworld's been great.
Did you watch the last episode?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. I do like a show, like an after show. It's called Jess World. Check it out sometime.
Oh, okay.
But for Game of Thrones, there's been a whole lot of spinoffs out there, and they finally announced that one of them for real is getting made, and this one's going to take place during this 4,000-year period called The Age of Heroes. This was a time where I guess there was a lot more magic, so we're going to see a lot more of the dragons. Kind of, it's all speculation right now anyway. Right. And then I was talking to some of my friends about it. They think that it'll primarily kind of take place during the fall of old Valyria, and maybe we'll get to see that and
That'd
stuff.
Be cool.
Yeah, so, I'm not exactly sure. Game of Thrones is kind of one of those things where you can read all the books and do all that and dig in. I just haven't done all that yet. Yeah. But I love the show. I've watched every episode. It's a great show. But what do you guys think about the spinoff? Does that excite you to get any more? What do you think?
I'll have to look at it. I do like the whole medieval aspect of like movies.
Right.
But yeah, we'll see.
I mean, it's kind of one of those things where sometimes it's hard to replicate the spirit of a show, even though I think wasn't there a Sons of Anarchy spinoff?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't watch Sons of Anarchy.
The Mayans, I think, or something. I don't know if that ever actually.
Oh, I think it did. Because it was the one of the Hispanic leaders.
Yeah.
I think you're right. Yeah.
And so, I mean, I don't think I've heard anything near like I heard of Sons of Anarchy. So
yeah.
Spinoffs don't always work because they just don't. Even the same people making it can be involved, but you might not have the same spirit as far as the actors.
Boy Meets World.
Yeah,
like his daughter.
Yeah, exactly. And in that case, you even have some of the same people. Corey and Topanga. And, wasn't
I used to have a huge crush on Topanga.
Oh, who didn't?
Shoot.
Ooh, Topanga. If you're watching,
holla.
I'll leave my wife.
What?
No. Because she ain't never going to do that, and I'll still get divorced. All right, that's your nerd update. I want to say hi to a couple people watching, Christine Williams, also Stephanie Johnson, and Shannon Buck. We appreciate it.
Oh, and my boy Ton Lu.
Nice. Share that share button. And
I thought you were about to say something else. Share that.
We try to keep it family friendly nowadays. But, share that. We're going to take a break and tell you about our friends at Cadell & Company. You don't have to just dream about the home improvement projects you see on TV. You can let Cadell & Company make your dreams a reality in your home. Cadell & Company has a no-pressure showroom in Norman, Oklahoma, with hand-picked materials such as wood floor, tile, carpet, cabinets, and countertops. Call Cadell & Company at 405-928-5026 or visit their Facebook page for pictures from their projects and directions to their showroom. Don't just dream about your home improvement. Let Cadell & Company make it a reality. All right, we're back. And here's the deal with Cadell & Company. If you mention the Nerdz to Men podcast, if you're looking for their help with the residentials and all that, they've got all the supplies and materials. If you're looking to get that and you go see them, mention Nerdz to Men, they'll give you 10% off.
That's nice.
That is nice.
That's nice.
All right, so this is the segment that we call Nerdflix and Chill.
That's right.
Listen to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and Cameo about to turn on the Nerdflix and chill.
That's right. This is the segment where you grabbed your loved one really close on those Friday, Saturday, Sunday evenings.
Yeah.
You ain't got nothing to do.
Nothing.
You thinking about work.
Yeah.
But not thinking about work.
No.
And
then thinking about binge watching some TV after you and your girl do it. I can't believe it. I said it was a family-friendly show.
And then you say some stuff like that.
Doing it and doing it.
And doing it well.
Well, you can't spend all your time doing it, so you might as well watch some TV, right?
Right. Gather your bearings and, play on Netflix.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a show that's come out a few years ago, Sense8. And the reason we're talking about it right now is because they had canceled it.
Yes.
And it was kind of one of those things like, what was, Firefly and My Name is Earl. These shows that just get axed and you never get any closure.
Yeah.
Well, I guess there was enough crowd demand that they brought back one more episode to make it the series finale, right?
Yeah, right.
I actually started watching it again the other day because I knew that you love it so much. So, but I'm only like 5 or 6 episodes in, and there's 12 episodes and 2 seasons, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, kind of. There's 12. I think there's 12 episodes each, but like 2 of those in each season are like movies. Because they had like a winter special, and then this one, which is the series finale.
Now, this one's made by the Wachowski siblings.
Sisters, I guess you could say.
You should say anyway.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it's just confusing because they both have switched. Transitioned, I guess is the word.
Yeah.
But so the siblings, the sisters, however you say it, they made movies like The Matrix,
which is amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know how true this is, but I heard they're redoing The Matrix.
Really?
Yes.
I have heard this too.
I hope they're not, but
I think it's going to be a reboot, is what I heard.
Oh, okay. Reboot? Okay.
It wouldn't be just the, it wouldn't be, what's his name? Keanu Reeves. I don't know. It's been a while. I mean, I think we talked about that like a year and a half ago, maybe. So it's been a while. It's been a while. But so they came back. The show, too, watch it. It's really good, but to me, it took a minute to get into because, like the Steve Soderbergh movies where there's like 10 different people and they're all in different places, and then their stories finally come together. I'm not a huge fan of those kinds of movies, but this show is kind of like that. But the way they do bring them together is totally dope.
Yeah.
Once you start seeing it play out.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's basically these 8 people that were born on the same day at the same time. They have like this psychic, I guess you could say, psychic connection.
So that they were born at the same day. They're cluster, remember?
Yeah, they're a cluster. Like,
yeah.
And
so that, spoilers, I guess, if you haven't seen it, like me, I didn't realize that was the thing that connected them, but that's awesome.
Yeah. Because I think in the first episode, you see like somebody was born during the rain, in Africa. No, not really.
I bless the rains down. Weezer just covered that.
Are you serious?
Ugh.
Oh, Jesus.
Weezer.
Okay, sorry. This is way off track, but covering, talking about music covers, Taylor Swift doing Earth, Wind, and Fire September.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
But anyways, back to Sense8. It's these 8 people. They're called clusters, and they all have this psychic connection, and they're all on different parts of the world. In this cluster that this show is focused on, I think 2 or 3 people are in. Oh no, actually, sorry, 2 people are in America. One is in like Russia. One is in like Ireland or Finland. One is in Korea. One is in Africa. One is in like Mexico or Spain. I can't remember, but yes, they all have like this connection with each other. They can speak to each other, even though they're like, miles away. And they can actually, take on the other person's specialties. Like the lady that's in Korea, she is like one of the top fighters.
Right.
And, one of the characters, which the guy in Africa, his character's name is Capheus, but he was played by 2 different people. And the first season, he was one guy. I can't remember his name, but now the new guy. There was a part where the original Capheus was in like this like kind of like a gang fight. Well, he's like a big fan of Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah.
And
I like how he spelled his name too.
Yeah. So he was in trouble and didn't know what to do. Well, I think her name is Sun. I can't remember. But anyways, she takes over his body, but what you see is him actually fighting these people. But there's like different, scenes where it's like, oh, she's actually fighting because it's showing that, she's taking over his body and, teaching him, what she knows.
Right.
And, vice versa. Like one of the characters knows French. And so the other part of the cluster can, speak to somebody that's French.
Right.
Even though they have no rhyme or reason of knowing that language. So yeah, it's pretty cool how they can take each other's specialties and use it to their own advantage during each of their episodes.
Now, the lady that was she had like some kind of brain issue and she was having surgery against her will. Like, do you remember that in the first season? Because I couldn't really catch why she was having surgery without her. Because remember they had to
the one that was like in the church.
No, she was like in San Francisco, and she had some kind of brain issue, and like the doctor was like really mean to her. It was crazy.
I can't remember that.
Yeah, and then the cop, he ended up helping her escape.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then her girlfriend like snatches her up and gets her out of there.
Oh, you talking about Nomi?
Yes, but I couldn't remember why. Like, why was the doctor? Because doctors don't normally do surgery on you without your permission.
If I'm
in America
remembering correctly, it wasn't like a actual like doctor.
Because it seemed like her mom maybe like forced like. But then again, she was a grown adult, so I didn't really understand that part of it.
Well, you'll find out more.
Okay.
Nomi's parents, she did it say that she was like a boy at first?
No.
Yes, she was a boy at first, so she's a transgender.
Oh, okay.
So, so she thinks that that's like a whole mental thing. Her mom and dad do.
Oh.
So they're not privy to her being the way she is. So yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean that's a show I definitely want to keep watching. It's a great show.
It is
great
a
action
show.
in it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's very interesting. It's very well written, and it doesn't seem like a cheap show. It's awesome.
Well, and that's what I heard too. Whenever they canceled it, there was rumors going around about like the actors and blah 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 blah. But which seemed like it would be very very true, is that the cost to shoot in these different locations, because they're like in Africa, they're in Korea, they're in America, they're like in New York, a part of America, they're in
India, I think.
India, yeah.
Which it's pretty cool that they did that, but I mean they could have filmed it like in Atlanta.
I know that's what they did with Black Panther.
Exactly.
But yeah, and I think that's why Netflix keeps on raising their prices because of Sense8.
Yeah.
But it's a good show, though. I loved it. And, whenever they decided to say that they were going to cancel it, a lot of people were like, you cannot do this. Because the end of season 2, it's just like,
cliffhanger.
Yeah, like, are you serious? You can't do that to us.
So is the series finale? Is that one just an hour, or is it like a movie?
No, it's 2.5 hours.
Ooh,
yeah.
Okay, well,
yeah. So y'all got to watch it. It's pretty good. What else? What else I got to say about it? I mean, that's basically it. It's a really good show, really good acting.
And, it's not a big commitment because you already know there's 24 episodes and that's it. So.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about this. This is a show, or a movie, actually. This is what I love about Netflix. They got some great movies that come out. Recently I saw the Jason Sudeikis and Ed Harris movie. What was that one? It was named after the film he was using, like Kodascope.
Kodachrome.
Kodachrome.
I like that one too.
That was a great
really
movie.
Good.
But that was a movie that could have, been a big theater, or could have had a theater release.
Yeah, because what's her name? Black Widow, not Black Widow.
Yeah,
Scarlet Witch.
Yeah,
Elizabeth Olsen.
Elizabeth Olsen. She was in it. What was that movie with Will Smith? Bright.
Bright. Yeah,
that easily could have been in the theaters.
Yeah.
So I love how Netflix is spending the money to actually get these movies, and this one blew my mind. Okay, Scorsese hasn't made like a gangster movie in a little while. The last one I really remember being a great one would probably have been The Departed.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah,
that was a wonderful movie.
Yeah, so he's making another one for Netflix called The Irishman, which is going to be about the killing of I can't remember which Hoffa, Jimmy. I think it's Jimmy Hoffa, but it was never solved, and he was a union leader, I believe, that had some issues with the local gangsters, and they got rid of him. Yeah. Supposedly, nobody really ever knew.
Yeah,
but that's what this movie's about. Robert De Niro is in this movie.
That's gonna be cool.
Al Pacino is in this movie. Like, remember them together in Heat?
Yeah.
And this is the first time Scorsese's actually ever directed Al Pacino.
Wow.
Yeah. Joe Pesci is in this movie.
I hope what's his name? Pacino says to somebody about Pesci, Say hello to my little friend. Please.
Harvey Keitel, Ray Romano. I can't remember the other guy. Bobby Cannavale. If you watch some of his, like, the recent stuff that he's done with HBO, Vinyl, he was the star of Vinyl. He was also one of the gangsters in Boardwalk Empire.
Okay.
So, Martin Scorsese was one of the producers on Boardwalk Empire. So I bet we'll see a little more, some of the same actors and stuff. Do you remember Bernard from Westworld?
Yeah.
One of the first things I saw him in was Boardwalk Empire. But I don't know that he'll be in The Irishman. But I'm just saying.
I think the first time I saw him was in, like, the second Hunger Games.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Like, he was like
he's been in a bunch of stuff, too.
Yes.
So that one looks awesome. I mean, I can't believe that it was a Robert De Niro Pacino movie. Maybe Leonardo DiCaprio will show up. But that's The Irishman. It comes out in 2019. So we're still a little ways from that. But, again, if you're like me and you love Scorsese and his gangster movies, Gangs of New York, Casino, Goodfellas is my favorite, though.
Wow.
Yeah. So those can't wait for The Irishman. I bet it's going to be super, super badass. All right. This is time now for the rock and roll rundown, which sometimes we do Cam's Jams, and sometimes we do the rock and roll rundown, all right? And sometimes we might even do them the same week. But so let's talk about it real quick. The first one we got up on the rundown, Chino Moreno. He is in the band called Deftones, and he also has other side projects that he's done over the years, but mainly Deftones. And he actually collaborating with this Dark Knights metal from DC. He just released a song, and we're playing a little clip of it. It's called Brief Exchange. And I love it because if you're a fan of, like, the Deftones, this sounds a lot to me like early Deftones. And it's a pretty dope song. Kind of metal. You could maybe boost it up just a little. Yeah, there you go. And it's a pretty good song. I've been rocking it since last week. They've been doing some of these songs inspired by the Dark Knight metal, comics. But the drummer from Mastodon did one, I guess a couple, maybe earlier, a month or so ago. So if you want, check that out. It's on iTunes and everywhere else you can get music. It's Chino Moreno, Brief Exchange. So get that, download it, listen to it. It's awesome. Maybe if you got Spotify. I know you're a big Spotify user.
Now I am. Shoot, that thing came in a clutch Sunday.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. And then another, and like I say, these might not be the biggest releases, but they're my picks.
Yeah.
They're what I love. The Smashing Pumpkins, they're coming to town July 14th. I can't wait. They just released this single. It's called Solera, and it's pretty dope. I like it. It's going to be on their, I guess they're releasing like three EPs that will have a total of 8 tracks. And I don't know how that's going to work exactly, but this song and all the songs have been produced by Rick Rubin. You crazy for this one, Rick? Holla at your boy.
Stupid.
Yeah. But July 14th, they'll be at the Chesapeake Energy Arena. I'm going. Can't wait. You any fan of the Pumpkins at all?
I liked it back in the day, but I haven't really, kept up with them.
They made some records, but this is also the first record that everybody but Darcy, the bassist, and the guy who died, I think their keyboardist, obviously. But everybody else, James Iha and Jimmy Chamberlain is their drummer. They're all back together, and this is the first time they've recorded in a while. And, of course, with Rick Rubin as the producer, I think that's pretty dope. All right, 9 Inch Nails, they've got a new release coming out next week. I think that's next week, isn't it? June 22nd.
Yep, next Friday.
Yeah, and they've got a song called God Break Down the Door, which is also available on iTunes. And I dig it. I dig everything 9 Inch Nails does. He's collaborated with a lot of different people throughout the years recently. Well, not a lot of different people, but he's had a guy that he's been collaborating with, and I think the music still sounds really good, current, but also this one to me almost has kind of like that 80s. I try to think of some of those bands back in the day that did like the electronic music, but I don't know. But it kind of has like that little bit of in his vocal melodies to me. The music's, the techno electronic, not really techno is probably like a 90s term by now. Yeah. But he still has the electronic feel to everything he does, but I dig it. So I recommend that Nine Inch Nails' Bad Witch comes out next week, June 22nd. So that's your rock and roll rundown.
Yeah. But before we do that, before we go any further,
all right.
I just saw Ariana Grande and Pete Davidson.
Yeah, from Saturday Night Live.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that true? They're getting married?
I saw that they've been dating for like a week or two.
What?
not very long, but yeah, apparently they're getting married.
Wow.
This might be more of the Cam's jams, but
no.
Either way,
no. I just saw that like popped up.
Yeah. Ariana Grande. I don't know. Maybe was she on Saturday Night Live recently?
I don't know recently, but she has been on.
I think she was on maybe this season. But
okay.
I can't remember. I watch Saturday Night Live all the time. But they all run together now.
Yeah.
All right, that's your rock and roll rundown. We're gonna take a quick break. When we get back, we will wrap everything up and let you know where we're going to be. But right now, we're going to tell you more about our friends at Cadell & Company.
You don't have to just dream about the home improvement projects you see on TV. You can let Cadell & Company make your dreams a reality in your home. Cadell & Company has a no-pressure showroom in Norman, Oklahoma, with hand-picked materials such as wood floor, tile, carpet, cabinets, and countertops. Call Cadell & Company at 405-928-5026 or visit their Facebook page for pictures from their projects and directions to their showroom. Don't just dream about your home improvement. Let Cadell & Company make it a reality.
All right, be sure to go check them out, Cadell & Company. And mention Nerds to Men, you'll get 10% off the materials.
That's right.
And that's a good deal. That's a great deal. So we're excited about that. I wanted to let everybody know we are doing the show today from Casa de la Reed.
Mm-hmm.
That's more of a white person's name. There's no Reed on that. It's just Reed. But we're doing the show here. But we will be doing the shows live from New World Comics most weeks anyway.
Yeah.
So we'll be back out there next week when we do the show. So come out and hang out with us. Of course, New World Comic Con's going down the weekend of my birthday.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, in July.
How'd you go be?
1,000? 39.
Ooh, close.
Hey, I was thinking as I was kind of looking at our video and stuff going on, you might need to sit on a couple of books there. Yeah. That way we're like level. No? All right. I'll just slink down like this. People listening to the podcast aren't going to see your look of rage.
Yeah. Anyways. Maybe
Cameo.
he would have just raised this thing up.
I was trying to. Well, there you go. Better. I was trying to lower mine earlier in the show, and I never got to it.
Dang. I feel like Shaq now, just in this.
Yeah. You look good. You look tall now. I love it. Billis Owings, thanks for tuning in. Ramiz Swice, we thank you for tuning in as well. Don't think because we're about to wrap up the show that we don't want to hear your comments. We do. We want to know what you think about Jared Leto as Joker, Back to the Future, Game of Thrones. Mm-hmm. We want to know about all that. Sense8. So
The Irishman.
Yeah. And then, of course, be sure to share this with everyone. Check out our podcast. You can listen to it anytime, almost anywhere, as long as you got one of those good signals. I got Sprint, so mine's...
He's right here.
But we're on right iTunes podcast. We're on Spreaker.
See them right here, Brad?
Yeah.
Right here.
We're on Stitcher. So you can, like I say, listen to us anytime and almost anywhere. And, of course, we're on YouTube as well. So
yes. And, thanks to our sponsors over there.
Yeah.
On that side.
Yeah.
So
No Regrets Tattoo. They're in the Plaza District here in Oklahoma City. There's a number on there, but I'm telling you, the best way to get hold of them, go down there, visit with the artist, check out their work, and then get on one of their calendars. Because you can call. That's not the best way, though. I'm down there a lot with them. So, but it's, because they're working. They're tatting. And they're not going to put down the tat machine to
answer a phone call. Yeah.
And maybe I should answer the phones, but
yeah, don't you work there?
No, I'm not. No, I don't work there.
Oh.
Yeah. I just kind of help out and, get some stuff like that. See that Joker? See that Psycho House?
Uh-huh.
If you're listening, you're like, huh?
Well, see
Go
what?
to the Facebook page.
See what?
Yeah. Or the YouTube page.
Oh, YouTube page, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much it for me. That's a wrap, Cameo.
That's a wrap.
All right, for Forrest Francis, our producer, and Cameo, I'm Brad Reed. You guys have a great week. Keep nerding out, and we'll see you next week for our weekly Nerds to Man podcast.
That's right.